And welcome to BioCode. In this video, we will see how we can actually create an entire pipeline for bioinformatics analysis, and we will be working with the human genome GTF file. This is genomics file that, as you can see on this computer screen right now, that this is a genomic file from GRCH38 genome assembly of Homo sapiens, and we have we have a visualization of the textual data for the first 10 lines, and this is what it looks like. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a pipeline, and in this pipeline we are going to utilize various tools that we have learned throughout this video series, such as we are going to cat over the data, we are going to head over the data, we are going to cut over the data, we are going to sort the data, we are going to find unique entries. So for example, if you understand the GTF file, and if you don't understand I need you to watch that video right now. I'm going to stop this video right over here and go back to that video and watch that again, so that you could understand what we are going to do this video. It is very useful for you. If you understand this video, you are going to do great things once you finally learn this. So first of all, what you need to understand that there are multiple columns, as you know, and in this video what we are going to see is how we can actually extract useful data out of that, and we are going basically we are going to count the features that are available in this data. As you can see, these are the features such as gene, exon, intron, and that sort of information is available. So let's quickly just cut the data. So the first one, please don't worry about any of this if you don't understand. I just need to quickly cut the data, so present it to you so that you can understand. And let's find our data, which is genome.gtf, and finally we are going to head over our data, and we are going to see if there are multiple features available within our file, such as genes, exons, and other information. So this is the first 10 lines of our data, and if you see that these are columns such as first column, second column, third column, and let's extract the third column of this data, and we are going to extract the third column. And so this is the third column. So this is what basically it looks like. I'm going to now remove the first let's print out the first enter. So this is what you can see. There are start codons, there are exons, there are CDS, there are stop codons and exon, and that sort of information is available within this data set. There would be UTRs are also available. So what we are going to do is we are going to actually find the data that is useful, and we are going to count how many features are available within our entire file. So how do we do that? How can we actually do that? So this is very easy. We are going to create a pipeline for that. So first of all, what you need to do is, since as you know, let's head over our file again, and let's this time print the first 3 lines. Let's do it first 5 lines, and we are going to print out. Okay, so as you can see, each GTF file has this sort of information, so we have to remove this information before we actually start pre-processing our data to actually find the counts. So we have to actually remove this data, otherwise our various binary programs such as cut, sed, and other tools such as sorting tools will not work properly, because this will hinder the process, because the other data set within this file are column data set, but this is a single line, so we have to remove this data. So what we are going to do is we are going to grep over, we are going to find lines that actually have the number sign. So we are going to find these lines that actually contain this data. We are going to remove that. We are going to utilize grep for that. We are going to pass our symbol that we need to find, and we are going to utilize -v, which basically means that we need to remove this data. We don't need this, reverse out the data. And what will now happen is that these lines will be discarded, and the new data set will be the data set that will have column data, or rather these lines. So let's quickly head over the new data so that we can see that it is indeed true. And so there we go. Now we don't have any other information. Let's go back and now remove. Okay, so now we have the data. We have had over the data. We have understood that we can now go ahead and utilize various tools. So what we are going to do now is we are going to find the particular column that we need to extract, which we have established